Hello and welcome to the profile page of TIAS. TIAS stands for TIAS is a scheduler, and in this video we're going to be discussing the elements of the profile page and how you as a peer teacher can interact with it. On the left-hand side we can see that I'm scheduled for 3 courses already because I've already had my information in the system. However, if you're not scheduled for anything, it'll say that you're not scheduled for any courses yet. As a peer teacher, you're going to need to upload your academic schedule to the system. The way you can get your academic schedule is to go to Howdy, go to the My Schedule section, and then in the My Schedule section, select the term that you're planning on working as a peer teacher. Click the Calendar button to download a schedule as schedule.ics, and we can go back to the TIAS system and we want to select that ICS schedule. You can upload your schedule, and that informs TIAS of when you're available to work. You can go into the qualifications and you can edit your course qualifications. If you're qualified to teach something, you want to mark that you're qualified to teach it and then hit save. Finally, there's a section preferences pane. This shows you all of the courses that you could be assigned to. It's based on your qualifications and when you're available. These gaps that I'm moving my cursor through are when I'm enrolled in classes myself. So if you want to have work right around your classes, you want to schedule it right along the big gaps. If you don't, you want to try and schedule it away from that. So what you can do is you can mark for each of the courses when you want to work. For instance, many people don't like to work at 8 a.m., so I marked that I don't want to teach any of these 8 a.m. classes. You can see that with the yellow dot on the block. These blocks I didn't mark any preferences yet, so the system doesn't think I really want to work there or don't want to work there. Here I marked that I don't want these, but I want this course, because I like to teach, say, with Professor Tiagi. And here, I marked that I want to teach these 2 110 courses. I also marked down here in red that I can't teach any of these courses at the bottom. The can't teach you should use sparingly, and really only if you are unavailable at these times, either due to something like a medical appointment or a religious meeting or something of that nature that you can't escape. If you're stuck and you can't make it to teach labs at these times, make sure you mark that you can't do them. There we go. Once you're done setting your preferences, you also want to set how many hours per week you want to work. So for instance, I can mark that I want to work for 8 hours. And if I save my preferences, it will record all of that information in the system. Now, I'm technically done as a peer teacher, but what will happen is the administrators will go and schedule, and I can see what courses I'm scheduled for on the left. So an administrator goes to the scheduling page and will generate a schedule just like this. It takes a couple of seconds for them, but effectively, based on all the information that you input, it'll try and generate a course schedule for you. So we saw that I preferred this 313 section, as well as some other stuff further down. So let's see how my schedule came out. I got the 313 section I preferred, 313 595, as well as the 110 section I preferred, 110 502. I did not mark I wanted to do 110 501. I marked a preference for it, but Monica was scheduled here instead. She probably just got scheduled before I did and also wanted that section. I was scheduled also for an earlier section that I didn't mark a preference for, and a later section because I did not mark enough preferences to fill the number of hours that I wanted to work. So ensure that you put in correct information on your profile or the schedule may not generate correctly. As we can see that I got both of what I wanted. I didn't quite get this one. And then I got 2 things that I, at the very least, did not mark as don't want. So if you mark something as don't want, you're very unlikely to get it, and I encourage you to use that system. That is a complete description of the profile page. If you have any questions, please reach out to any of the program administrators. They have extra documentation on the system, and they can answer any questions about the TIAS project.